What's up, guys? It's Alex. In this video I'm going to show you how we took 3 grand into 13 grand. So originally this was supposed to be day trading with a small account challenge. I funded a completely new broker account with 3 grand. That's Interactive Brokers. Typically I like to trade on this Thinkorswim. Okay, but we started a completely new account so I can show you guys the possibilities of trading with a small account. That you don't need 100 grand, 50 grand to start off with your trading account. You can still make great returns. You can still make great money if you know what you're doing, even with a small amount of capital. Okay, so that's the main point of this video. That's why I want to show you. Okay, but with that being said, you're going to see we start off with 7 grand as the clip starts rolling. Understand we actually funded the account with only 3 grand. With the 3 grand we had, okay, we turned 3 grand into 4 grand by day trading oil overnight yesterday. Okay, and then after we made the 4 grand, right, or we had 4 grand in total, we put 2,000 into FSLR puts and we put 2,000 into S&P puts. You'll see the S&P puts go completely worthless, $0. We show you the loss, we show you, the downsides and the mental side of the trading that went against us. Okay, it was not a perfect day by any means, but with all the losses, or not losses, but with all the mistakes we made, we still come out highly profitable today, and we're able to turn 3 grand into 13 grand. So it just goes to show, you don't need to be completely perfect. We screwed up a lot of exits, and you'll see that in the video. So when we start off, keep in mind we'll start off with 7 grand, but the account was actually funded with 3 grand. And if you're wondering why we're not displaying or showing the account when we started with 3 grand, it's because while I was recording the first half of the video, all this part, our computer crashed. Okay, and that's been happening a lot since I started using Interactive Brokers, because what I have is Thinkorswim up, I have Interactive Brokers up, and I have the editing software up at the same time, and so that's been leading to my computer crashing. So we might have to upgrade the computer soon. All right, so that's the backstory on why we start off with 7 grand instead of 3 grand. With that being said, I'm going to roll the trades, roll the live day, and show you how we took 3 grand into 13 grand. So basically what we have here is we started the account with 3,000 and we're up to 7.2 thousand. So guys, I'm so sorry. I wish I could have shown you the start, our losses too, right? I want to show you the losses. I want to show you, the downs that come with trading, right? You're not always going to be perfect, but nonetheless, guys, we're showing you the loss here, all right, on S&P 500. We'll explain it here shortly. Okay, but basically we were swinging these FSLRs overnight. Okay, and let me show you where we entered in on these FSLRs. So here we entered in at this moving average yesterday on the 5-day 5-minute chart, and shit, I need to sell half. I think I'm going to sell half, guys. We're going to sell half it. Last week I made a mistake of selling out a little too early, but I want to sell half of them early, okay, just in case. Man, fuck, maybe not. It's always hard. Do you want to collect profits or not? So, guys, this is the challenge, right? We started with 3 grand. I wish I could have shown you, but this is what we got rolling here. Okay, so we put into the FSLR trade. We put 2 grand into it, guys. We bought 24 contracts at about 90 cents. Okay, and you can see market value now up to 6,300 here on these FSLR contracts. Okay, so we have to decide here, do we want to take some profits? And for now, we've got volume characteristics on our side. Obviously, the chart's super bearish, we pointed to this. So when we posted the video today, I knew there was a chance that we could just drop straight from the open, but to give you guys a safe bet, I say short the bounce here. But I already had these contracts way before here on the previous day at the moving average here. Okay, so we've been swinging these into today. But I knew there's a possibility we might get support here, recover for the day, and then short the top today. But that's not the scenario here. Instead, we're breaking below 81, and you know what? We still have the opportunity or possibility to actually come back up and then, recover for the day. It's still a possibility, and I'm fully aware of that. All right, so that's why you have the decision, or I have the decision of, do I want to sell half and, secure some profits here? As of now, we might actually after this candle here soon. Okay, so we'll come to a decision and we'll record this live for you guys and show you guys what's happening. Alright guys, while I just ended that clip, we actually had the limit order set for FSLR. Okay, we just sold right now 12, half of our position at 3.1. Okay, so we secured profit on half of them. The thing continues lower, so could be making more money, but it's not. You shouldn't dwell on what money you missed out on. Just be happy you secured profits it's been a very, very good trade so far, and this would look a lot better if I didn't go lose 2 grand on the S&P 500 last night. Okay, so we made money on oil and didn't close all of our positions. We could have been up 2x on oil, but I didn't close them because I just want to swing these. I don't really want to worry about them. So we actually bought 3 contracts on oil last night. I sold one for profit, kept the other 2. Okay, so that's how oil is going right there. And then you can see, yeah, FSLR continues to drop, and our target level is, our next target level at least is 77. Okay, and then our next target level after that's the moving average, and we'll be out. So, we entered in, guys, at 88. Okay, this is a 9-point move, swing trade. Okay, so, you can't calculate 9-point moves if you don't know what you're doing. You got to know what you're doing. You got to be able to read charts to put together trades like this, and then be confident and hold that trade overnight, right? You just don't get lucky. You just don't, buy all the way up here and sell it down here. You see what I'm saying? So, guys, we'll have a course soon. I'll show you everything you need to know when it comes to reading charts. And the reason why I wanted to start this challenge with a small account, okay, I typically trade on Thinkorswim. I started a interactive broker account specifically for a small account challenge here. Okay, so I wanted to prove to you that you don't need to be some guy who starts off with 100K in your trading account. All right, you can take a small amount, but as long as you know how to read charts and you truly know what you're doing, right, and you put in the time and the effort, just with 3 grand that we started with here, it's up to 9 grand. All right, with a $2,000 loss on the S&P 500. Okay, so that's the whole point. That's why I've been holding off on live trading, because I wanted to start this small account with interactive brokers to prove to you, right, you don't need a large amount to get large results. Obviously, it takes time, it takes effort, and it's easier said than done. You got to put in the work. All right, but this is our trade here on FSLR, and let me show you what happened on the SPY. Okay, so last night, guys, I noticed. Let's go to S&P. Alright, the SPY kept topping here, okay, and then I bought the puts here, and then boom, we were up 3 grand on these SPY contracts and the S&P contracts, right? And you're wondering how I trade overnight. It's futures, guys, so you can trade these overnight. And we were up 3 grand, and then just held them, and so now we got fucked on that. Okay, so we calculated the drop here, but instead of collecting profits, right, we ended up holding them. And the reason I held is because we had a small account, and I'm trying to hit home runs here. So it was a 200% trade, or 250% return, but really I was going for an even higher return because I want to hit the home runs with the small account, just to show you guys what you can do. So with my larger trading account, I would have taken profits there, right? I would have been very happy with 250%. But when you're looking at the smaller account, 250%, it just doesn't seem like much. Okay, so it's more of a psychological thing there. But you know what? I'm not going to dwell on it, and that's where you just get into the next trade. Okay, so you can't let losing trades affect you. You got to stay in, with your guts on the good trades. So the S&P's topping here, and you know what? The contracts have gone to complete shit. We got them for like 15 bucks, and now they're like what? Only $2. So no risk management there, guys, but it's a new thing for me to trade with a small account, and there's a lot less emotions too because I'm dealing with a smaller amount of money. So to me, it's not as serious. So that's what I'll say is really the only downside to this trading with a small account challenge. Is to me, it doesn't feel that pressureful because I know I can just wire over a few grand if I need to. Okay, so that's what I'll say is the only difference between me and you here. But otherwise, without the pressure, it's still the exact same thing, me and you, if you're trading with a small account. So that's what I wanted to do here, show you that you can be extremely profitable with a small account. Okay, so might sell out of these FSLRs soon, but for now it's going our way, so we'll stay in with it. I'm gonna go get breakfast. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. Probably gonna mix myself some, like a protein shake or something, and we'll be back later, guys. By the way, guys, this is my second time recording this now because my editing software keeps cutting out, or like it'll shut down, and that's how I'm losing some positions or my clips. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and just sell the rest of these FSLRs. Okay, sell them at market, and order partially filled. We'll collect our profits here on FSLR. Okay, so Alright guys, we're going to do the most shark thing possible, and we're going to reverse into some FSLR calls here. Okay, so going, we're going to buy the 80 strike calls. Okay, buy, let's go ahead and buy 20 to start. Alright, because I have not done the math in my head yet. Let's go 1.8, what are these going for? 80 strike calls, we can get them for about 1.8, yeah, 1.82, let's go. Buy 20, and let's see how much that costs first. Okay, damn it, guys. It's not going to get us filled. Oh, it's losing value, right? Literally as we try to buy them, right? So, come on, get us filled, guys. Oh my god, let's go, let's go. Come on, man. I called this reversal in time. But the time I explain it, I missed my fucking fill, guys. 80 strikes. Okay, that should be getting filled, no doubt about it, right? 184 and 197 bid and ask. This 100% should be getting filled, so come on, let's go, guys. FSLR. Oh shit, that's a put. No, we don't want that.
Order cancelled.
Oh shit, guys. Okay, thank God that didn't go through. And it didn't go through because we're paying the wrong price. Jesus, guys. Fucking idiots today. Okay, why is this not updating, actually? This should be updating to whatever we put here. It's putting 80 put. Well, that's so weird. Fuck, guys. This is the worst entry of all time. Let's just go ahead and put it in manually here. 80 strike call. Okay, that time it works. Fuck, man. Okay, 80 strike. Man, it's going for 197 now. Let's go ahead. I'm going to wait for it to drop below VWAP or like show just a tiny bit of resistance before I get in here, hopefully. Okay, so let's get ready. As it drops probably to 79.3. Oh my god, look how much these are going for now. Let's try to get at 1.9. Damn, guys. Bad entry. This is why I don't like live trading, okay? But I'm doing it for you guys just to show you. Alright, we're going to put 15 actually, okay? Because now we're paying a premium more than we wanted to. Fuck. Damn it. Alright, see, it's showing just a tiny bit of resistance at the VWAP, and that's where we'll kind of like get that tiny, yeah, right there, right there. Alright, so 1.9, go. What could that get filled? Alright, if that could get filled, 80. Let's go ahead and just put it in for like 1.98, 1.96. Go, go, go. Come on, guys. I hate this. I hate this, guys. I hate recording live because the time I'm explaining, by the time I explain shit, you know, we could have got the fill already a long ass time ago. So, come on, drop just a little lower. Let us reverse into our shark calls here. Fuck it, guys. Let's just go ahead and get them for 1 point. Let's just go $2, guys. Damn it, guys. This is the worst entry. Fuck, guys. We could have been making like $30 a contract already,
Order
right?
filled.
Oh, nice. Look at that, guys. It's going bid. Oh, fuck. It's fine. It's fine. We'll take that. We'll take that, okay? So reverse in the calls here. Like I said, you know, we're not bulls or bears necessarily. We're ready to reverse at any point, okay? So after we take our put position, reverse in the calls here, and that's exactly what we're doing. You guys saw what a fucking horrible execution that was, right? But you know, not every trade is perfect, but you gotta know what you're doing. You gotta be able to read charts, and that's exactly what we did here. Okay, so we talked about this actually in the in our analysis, right? How FSLR can actually recover today. Alright, so where you just saw we were in a rush to get the fill, it was a little hasty. Okay, so now what? We can actually get them at a discounted price. And as I'm talking about the trade, thinking, hey, should I record this right now? By the time I get my editing software out, ready to record, well, now I kind of missed the entry again. But what I was going to do basically is on this dip here, I was going to add to the position. And at this point now, I'm not going to try to add to that, right? But if it dips back to that level one more time, that's what we'll do. Okay, so I'll set a limit order. I try to get like 10 more, but instead at 1.8. Okay, so if that gets filled, that'll be nice, and we'll just set that there. Okay, so that's what we're doing. We'll add to our position size here, and that would be 1,800 there. We put, we got how many before? 15 at $2. Okay, so we put 3,000 there. We put now 1,800 there. Okay, so we're putting about 4,800 into the trade. Alright, and that's how it's going. So, yeah, most likely not going to get another fill lower, but that would be the plan here. Okay, so that's the plan. Just showing you guys we're trying to enter and buy more position as it dips below here, if it dips below, and we'll be back later. Alright guys, you can see I went down, got my protein shake, and you saw it was like had that little resistance by the VWAP. That's how I knew we could try to get that fill on a little drop based off like a tiny bit of resistance through the VWAP. Ultimately, we knew that it was going to break through, and that's why we took that VWAP to our advantage to enter in, which is a kind of cool trick. But like obviously, most traders, they don't know what they're doing, so they'll think VWAP is resistance. They want to go short here, okay, but can you really make much money off of a short off the VWAP here? I mean, it's just not really enough of a move. Okay, so we knew it was going to break through up here, and that's how we got in. So now up only 700 bucks on that. I guess the trade's only been underway for like 10 minutes, so I know a lot of people think what $700 in 10 minutes is good, but I don't really think about money to time. I think about percentages here, and on this trade we put like 4,900 in, and we're only up 600, so it's like, what is, I don't know, 20%, 10% return, guys. So that's how I think about it. It's nothing good there, right? Making $700 is not impressive at all, guys. It's about the percent you're making on your trades, like, okay, because that's the difference. Obviously for someone to make $700 with $100,000, it's so easy, right? I mean, you can get 1%. For us to make now $700, it's got to be like 10%. You see what I'm saying? So you got to measure in percent, because if you can do what you do with a small account and make high percent returns, once you have a large account, you can chase smaller percent returns, and imagine how much easier that is. It's a lot easier. Okay, so I'm just showing you guys that and how it breaks through, and now we're up. So we'll be back later, just showing you guys kind of how the trade goes through and how it's forming. All right, so we'll be back. Hey guys, at this point, we're going to actually go ahead and reverse and get the 85 strikes. So it's a ballsy strike that will pay out significantly with only 2,500 invested into the trade. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this here. And then let's just buy them. Okay, so, well, that's 80 strike put. We need 85 strike calls. Wait. Oh, okay, so I just had a limit order set in, and they did get filled. Okay, so we got 41 85 strike calls at 61 cents. So it's not a bad fill at all. It's actually it's a pretty good fill. Okay, so you can see it's kind of tested that VWAP like 3 times. It's about to break out higher, and that's why we got that fill there. Okay, so nice. We got 41 at 62 cents, and that put in the other $600 we had in the trade. Like I said, it's a ballsy strike, right? Going that out of the money, 85, right? But that's why you don't want to put your whole account into this strike, right? But you have to realize that when you have the probability or the actual chance, a decent chance to reach that, that investing 2,500 into that can pay out hugely. Okay, in this case, this will pay us out at least 4x. Okay, so that 2,500 can turn into 10,000 today. And that's why I'm willing to lose 2,500 to make 10,000 on that, because we actually have the possibility of a huge reversal here. Alright guys, I went on my lunch break, came back. Obviously, I do keep, track of my trade while I'm on lunch break. I don't leave it completely away. You can see we're up to 12.5 grand now. Okay, so we were right about the reversal here, and that's what being a shark is all about. You catch it round trip, right? You catch it on the downside, and once you know it's going to reverse, back to the upside. Now, it takes a lot of skill, because a lot of times, you might think it's going to reverse, and it might actually continue lower. You see what I mean? So you got to know when to reverse and when not to. Okay, so in this situation as now, it's working for us. Okay, and this is all done through understanding the charts, and then also combining news catalyst, right, and the real world events that are going on currently. Okay, so it's super powerful when you can combine real world scenarios. Most traders, they don't look at a chart, they don't understand what they're looking at. They only want to look at the real world scenario, but the charts show you the picture. They show you what's actually happening, how much you should stay in the trade, and why. Okay, so that's exactly what's happened here, and we stay with the trade. Alright guys, let me show you the part of the trade that gets a little tricky. Okay, so we were up to 12.5 grand in the account, and obviously we can be satisfied, and we could have taken the profits. Now you can see we're only making 89 on these 85 strikes, only 900 on those. Okay, so FSLR starts to drop, Okay, and I have this habit of when things start going against me, I like to draw up the visual of what I see and just try to prove to myself that the trade's still going my way. It's kind of a bad habit. Connection lost. As I lose connection to the data, whatever. And this always, I always do this. Data connection reestablished. And it's honestly a bad habit because it makes me stand with trades too long a lot of times. But I am sticking with it, and we very well could be wrong. But I am showing you, really what I am thinking. And at this point, I'm gonna wait until we dip in the zone. And at this point, obviously, if it breaks below that zone, I'd rather take a loss than break even. Okay, I can pretty much take a little profit here, $900 profit. But I rather take a loss. If we break through the zone, it'll be probably $1,000 loss, $2,000 loss. Knowing that, if we are able to hold the zone, I can make 10,000 plus on a shoot back up to 85. Okay, so that's my thought process here. I'd rather take a loss, knowing the potential I have on the win side if it goes my way. Alright, so that's why we're holding these, and we very well could be wrong, but that's part of the game. Okay, so you gotta understand how much are you willing to lose. At this point, I'm willing to take a loss for the greater good. Alright guys, the plan here after taking a small loss on FSLR is, first off, don't let it get to us. And second, you always got to be on the lookout for what is the next trade. Okay, so currently I'm planning on reversing into some S&P calls today expiration, which is basically an hour and a half. Okay, so 34.50s, we're going to go ahead and get this order ready. Okay, and let me just get this set up, right? So 34.50 put in, today's the 4th. Alright, so we got seven grand to put in, and guys, I told you, I'm trading with a small account, and if I need to, I can easily fund it again. Okay, so I am going for the home run here, and I'm not going to be shy to put the account we have into this trade. Okay, so likely going to put pretty much 7 grand into it. Okay, and that means that's basically how much I'm willing to lose if we're wrong here. Okay, so yes, that would set our account back to 0. And like I said, you have to ask yourself, are you willing to lose it? In this case, yes, I am willing to lose that money because I know I can add funds back to the account, because this is just my second account, my small account, where I can just fund it back again. Okay, so waiting on the entry, and let's check here. Think we're about to get in. Okay, so let's get ready. 34.50, 575. Let's see if we can get them for 5.5. And let's see, with 7 grand, how much can we buy? Okay, for 5.5, 7,000 divided by 550. You should be able to get 12. Okay, which means you got to actually buy 24 here. So I'm actually going to go just a little, we're going to go with 22. Set the order at 5.5. Okay, so let's go ahead and shit. Every time you go shit, I think I need to hurry up and get in. Like 99% of the time, guys, you gotta be a little more patient and see it starts dropping here, and it always gets to you. It always gets to me. I'm like, shit, I need to get in, right? 99% of the time, and no matter how many times I tell myself be patient and wait, when you see that red bar, you think, oh shit, it might drop right now and I need to get in. And guys, I mean, I can't help it. I really have to get in almost. Like, this is the mental side of trading where, no matter how good you think you are and how many great trades you put together, when I see that shit, guys, I want to get in. Alright, so we're going to go ahead, put the order in here, and straight up just go 5 point bucket. Like, see, at this point, I want to go put that order in for $6 because you're scared to miss out on this trade. You see what I'm saying? Because it can happen at any moment here. Fuck it, guys. See, like, no matter how much I act like I'm disciplined, guys, it's just the mental side training. It will get to you because you get scared to miss out, that it could drop here at any moment. You see the volume characteristics dwindling on the buy side. You got the bearish reversal, plus all these other factors that we've already looked into in advance. And, I'm very scared to miss out on the trade. Okay, but although I'm scared to miss out on the trade, at least I have very good reason to get into the trade. Okay. And god damn it, guys, this is going for $7 already. Holy shit, guys. I mean, look at that. Should have just put in the order for $6. You see what I'm saying? But I try to stay disciplined, and the one time you try to stay disciplined, then it goes against you. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, guys, that's trading. Like I said, people can act like they're perfect, but it's not always perfect. So at this point, I kind of missed the entry. I should have just not been stingy. Should have put it in at 6. But I'll be back just in case. Hopefully, we bounce back up and I can get another fill. All right, that's the hope here, is to bounce back up so I can get this fill. All right, I will be back. Alright guys, we got filled. Let me show you here. We got filled for 6.5. Okay, so we did get a tiny bit of a bounce there, up $400 now in just like about a minute of getting them. Okay, so basically what we're expecting here is likely a sell-off in the last hour of trading. Okay, and likely not holding these past after hours too long, but it's a possibility. We just have to adapt on the fly here based on how things are forming. Okay, but that's the plan here, expecting a sell-off here in the last hour of trading, and we'll show you guys what happens. Alright guys, check it out. There's lots of reasons for the market to sell off here in the last hour, and that's why we're trading on Fridays, even though it's a Wednesday today, but it's the same principle, because it's expiring contracts here in about 1 hour and 25 minutes, right? So you can see it continues to fail to break out higher as the VIX continues to rise. That's not a good sign. It's consolidating, but the VIX is rising. Okay, so as that happens, we get the confidence that the break lower is about to happen, and we're just waiting for it. So should be coming here any moment now. You still got an hour and 20 minutes left, so it can stall out just a little more, but we secured the position because it could have happened about 10 minutes ago. Okay, so time will really mess you up, but it takes skill, it takes timing, and that's exactly what we have. All right, so we're in it, and we're gonna crush it. All right, so just wait. Alrighty, here comes that sell-off as it breaks below there. Let's see the VIX rise. Let's see it spike. What does that put us at? 1800 on the trade here. Okay, so let's allow it to sell off, guys. We got about an hour and 20 minutes of possible sell-off time, which is incredible. Okay, so let's let it roll here. Breaks through just like we called. And that is some quick money to cash out on, but let's continue, let it roll here, and we'll be back. Awesome call by us. You love to see this trades go our way. It took 10 minutes until it started going our way. Like I said, not every entry is perfect, but it's a pretty damn good identification there, and it comes through reading charts like a pro. That's all there is really to it. All right, so we'll be back. Go ahead and set a limit order, and we're gonna sell these at about. Put an order to sell them all at 38 bucks. Alright, so that's the plan here. We'll be back. Limit order set. Bye. Oh boy. Alex, you were wrong. You should have taken your $4,000. You got greedy. Now you're only up. Oh, you're down. You're negative. Alex, why didn't you sell, you idiot? Come on. Take the $4,000. That's what a lot of you are thinking. Alright, guys, but when you got the confidence and when you calculate your moves in advance, you can stick with them here, alright? So, like I said, it's easy to get faked out. Let's say, beginner trader takes the trade. He's up 4,000, cashes out. All right. So, there's a lot of ways that things can go, and that's why, I tell you, like, you could take a trade we put on the channel. Doesn't mean you're going to profit as much, right? It's all about execution sometimes, and as you saw, let's say we put that call FSLR trade. You guys might have cashed out, and I didn't. You guys would have made more money on me than me on that trade. Okay, so we stick with it, and I just want to prove, and show you that, execution is key when it comes to profitability, and everyone's usually going to have different profitability. No matter with, someone gives you alerts, someone gives you an idea, guys, you got to know what you're doing when executing, because a lot of you would have sold out for, this was like a $1,000 loss here, right? But, I mean, we'll end up seeing how much we make here, okay, but, then you miss out on thousands of dollars. Alright, so we stick with it. We'll see you soon. Alright guys, we got a very big problem here. Okay, S&P, Interactive Brokers, just sold our contracts for only a $5,500 profit. Okay, and I'm very certain this thing's about to drop lower here any moment now. And our prediction was for a drop down to 34.08, so we'll show you what happens. Oh shit, guys. Oh, we'd be up 9 or 10 grand right now. Alright, so like I said, guys, you can't control everything. I literally knew it was about to rip lower here. That's what it's doing right now. So, guys, we can't control that. They sold all of them, and we'll be back as this move happens. Alright guys, let's see how much time left. 14 minutes left in the trading session. Nothing I can do about the S&P. So what do? I get into the next trade. That's a high quality trade. Remember, we planned this oil trade on the channel. We said after today would most likely be your best entry. So what I'm going to do is put 4,000 into it. And then I'm actually going to save money to add to the position if oil actually goes higher, because this might not be the perfect entry, right? It might retest this level, so I want to have some money to buy it at a better price there, okay? But I do want to secure some here, so let's go with a 38 strike at 40 cents. If we can do that, let's put 4,000 into it, and that'll be an awesome trade. But all we can do is control our next trade, guys. All right, so go buy at 0.4. That's 400 per contract, so we can buy 10. Okay. Oh man, I love this trade so much, guys. I mean, I'm very, very confident in this trade. Okay, sweet, it's rising. All right, so now we can get filled at exactly 40 like we planned here. Go ahead, just put that in. All right, and we know we might lose a little money here if it rises. It could definitely retest that top level. But we like this here because we know upside's not too great here. All right, so 38, and god damn it, really? Why? The spreads are really weird sometimes because you see it's the same price that when we were just trying to buy it, but sometimes the spreads will widen and then sometimes they'll come very close together. It's super awkward. I couldn't tell you why. If anyone does know why, you should let me know, because after years of trading, I still don't know why the spreads on oil, they'll like widen and then shrink, widen, shrink. I really don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna put in that order to buy 10 of these at 40 cents. Okay, that's actually $4,000 in the trade, and we're saving more money to add to the position there. All right, so that's the plan here, guys. Just keeping you up to date, and SP likely to break lower like we predicted. All right, so let's keep it rolling, let's keep it moving, let's keep the good attitude and not let it affect us. Okay, because we could have made extra money here. All right, so we'll be right back. Alright guys, check it out. Last 2 minutes of trading. I'll show you here in just a sec. I guess the contracts are closed. But it dropped down to 34.33. Very likely to continue lower here after hours for a little. So it was a very, very good call. We got in at 34.60. Basically a 27-point drop within an hour and a half. Now, obviously, I don't need to explain how much a 27-point drop in just an hour and a half makes you. Obviously, we timed it pretty well. So overall, we could have been up 10 grand. No, actually 13 grand on that trade. So not our 36 grand expectation. But nonetheless, guys, it was a pretty good trade there. And obviously, I would have liked to walk away with 13 grand profit instead of 5 grand profit. But we can't control that. And we got into the oil, and you can see oil is dropping here just a little. Alright guys, it's about a few hours past the trading session. Actually, yeah, just about 3 hours. You can see 17:58. Okay, and while I was editing the video just now, I realized our oil is up right now, about $800 in profit. Okay, so these are our only active positions here. Like I said, I'm completely willing to see a red number here and start taking a loss here, and I'll just gladly add to my position if it rises up here to the top level again. But there's a possibility oil can start crashing while I'm asleep, and I don't want to miss out on that. And it's not a fear of missing out, it's just a smart play because I know that it's very possible it will drop tonight while I'm asleep. That's why I secure some positions now, and if I wake up tomorrow morning and it's still up here, I'll add some more to my position and be ready for that drop tomorrow most likely. Okay, so that's the plan here. You see we end the day with 14.2k. We started with about 3 grand. So we almost 5x the account in one trading day. So I would say it's a pretty decent day. And that was our trading day. So I walked you through it. You see, guys, it was not a perfect day at all. You see the losses. I showed you the losses. We were up 2x on these FSLR calls, and we had horrible execution. We didn't sell out. We didn't take profits. What else? S&P 500, we were making 250% on these, okay? But I didn't close them. Why? Because I'm trying to hit the home run. So mostly it's a psychological thing because I'm trying to, hit these home runs, try to take this account from 3 grand to 25 grand in one day. But even with these horrible and stupid mistakes we made, okay, just by knowing how to read charts, by being actually very good at what we do, even with these little mistakes, actually big mistakes, I would say, we're still able to finish with 14.2 grand. Okay, well, now even higher. Okay, this is delayed, so it's actually gonna update even more. Okay, so that's why we wanted to secure some oil position today. Alright, so guys, that was our trading day for November 4th, 2020. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked seeing that, that live aspect. But remember, guys, it's not how much you make, it's how much you keep. So anytime you have a decent day, a good day, you should usually take some money out. Okay, so we'll keep you guys updated with the videos we'll be posting, obviously, and it just goes to show, right? Just because I give you a trade doesn't mean you're gonna profit as much as us. So, I gave the FSLR trade today, but I highly doubt anybody was able to profit off of it because we were actually set up for this FSLR trade by swinging it into today. Okay, by the time I told you it, it was a little too late. Okay, but I was telling you guys to get in if it, bounces up to say that moving average or a key level. All right, so that was the plan there because I want to give you guys the absolute safest entry. But little did you guys know I was actually in it myself, and I'll show you guys there. Okay, so overall, every single trade we took today was a 2x plus. All right, these S&Ps were 2x, almost. Okay, FSLR was 2x, we didn't sell. These S&P futures that expired worthless was 2x plus, we didn't sell. So you see how many mistakes we made, and we end up very profitable for the day. So it just shows you don't need to be perfect, guys, but you do need to know how to read charts and how to, react, okay? You got to be able to adapt, and that comes with knowing what you're actually doing, okay? So guys, I'm super excited for the course that we'll have very soon, where I'll show you guys everything I know about charts, all right? Literally everything I know, so that way you can put together trades like this because, like I said, it comes down to knowing how to read charts. All right, so guys, that's a recap for November 4th. I hope you enjoyed it. Drop a like if you haven't already. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not. If you made it to the end of the video, you're an absolute champ, okay, and I appreciate it a lot. So let me know if you did. I mean, honestly, I'll be very surprised if anyone made it to the end, but if you did, you're a monster, okay? So thank you. We'll see you guys on the next video.